Ireland's Health Clinic on Today. Sponsored by Boots, looking after your health.
Now, you're very welcome to the show. Now with the news this week, of course, we spoke about it here on the show, that many Irish children are unable to kick a ball or run properly. Once again, our national fitness is back on the radar.
So what small changes can we make to see a difference in our general fitness? We have Boots Pharmacist Donal with us. Donal, I think this DCU study frightened the life out of all of us.
Well, what frightened me, Daithi, is that 1 out of 2 children can't kick a ball properly. And I was hoping that all children in Dublin wouldn't be able to kick a ball properly, because we're sick of them winning the All-Ireland.
They don't need to be able to kick a ball because they can obviously win anyway.
They can do it
I think the 1 and 2, the 1 are all in Dublin, I think.
Hopefully.
But even when it comes to running properly, though.
It's startling that 1 out of 4 children between the age of 5 and 12 cannot run properly.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Define run properly like that. That's what I was asking, though. Surely
I'd say it would be the mechanics of it, I'd say, and how their legs are.
Distance,
well, I was listening to the doctor on this who actually carried out the study, and it's almost like that they don't understand that the opposite leg and the opposite arm run together. So that's the, you know what I mean? Basically, the mechanics of it.
A basic mechanical movement. So Tasha Ufasik.
That causes problems then down the line, doesn't it? If you don't have it when you're 6 years of age, but you're like you're 16
and your
or 20.
coordination, and even though we were making a laugh there about kicking and throwing the ball, when those kids are older, I mean, they're not going to take up team sports if they don't have the basic skills. It's very difficult.
But I suppose the whole thing we really want to say is that it's absolutely not too late if your child is quite sedentary at 5 and 6, and this is what we want to put across today. Tell us what the HSE says on this and the type of exercises we should do.
Exactly, Maura. So what the recommendations, would you believe, 60 minutes every day of moderate to vigorous activity for a kid even up to the age of 18. So that's quite a lot.
It is,
now,
really.
Everybody is under pressure between work and commutes to work and trying to manage families.
Not
it's
being
hard
allowed to run around the schoolyard. This seems to be coming up now as well. You can't even do that for insurance purposes. But we all did that naturally, though, when we were growing up. We got a good, I suppose, 40 minutes out at lunchtime, and you probably had another 10 minutes at the 10 o'clock break, and you were covered.
But I think now we probably have to bring in more of it into the home, so you can have bone strengthening activities, and you can make them fun. You know, hopping, skipping. It could be just kids love the stopwatch. I don't know what your kids, but you know, you time them how many seconds can they balance on 1 foot.
And that's actually a very good point, though, that we can do these things in the home, and it doesn't have to be for a long time.
It doesn't have to be, and we'll say you can do fun muscle strengthening activities. You could be holding a pillow there and getting the child to punch at it. It could be a case of supervised tug of war inside the house.
Climbing up a tree like we all did.
Climbing up a tree, climbing is another great strengthening exercise.
Yeah, because you're using all the muscles and everything, aren't you?
Even wheelbarrow racing, that's a great core exercise, and you have a lot of different core exercises.
Or give them a real wheelbarrow and put things into it.
If you have
utilise them a bit more.
Donal, let's talk about adults, and I suppose cardio is very important. But can you define cardio as in how we should feel during this?
So I suppose we'll say the recommendations now, when we move on over 18, is that you should have 30 minutes of at least moderate activity on 5 days a week. So you would class moderate activity in that you could be doing the activity like walking, but I could be speaking to you.
That's the thing, isn't it? That you should be slightly, your heart rate should be up, but you shouldn't be out of breath.
And then if you go on to vigorous activity, now then I might be a bit huffing and puffing, and now I mightn't be able to hold a conversation with you.
Okay, so you need that as well. Can you put them all into the one day?
Well,
or spread out over 2 or 3?
Of course you can. But like, there's one group of people that are very inactive, and that's the over 65s. And like as Samuel Beckett said, perhaps my best days are gone, but I wouldn't want them back. Not with the fire that's in me now. And you know,
60 is young these days as well.
But it should be no surrender, Dahi, when it comes to exercise if you're over 65. And even the HSE on their website, they have chair-based activities. They have activities that you do from standing just to do your balance. They are, you know, you can speak to your physio about doing strength and conditioning program for yourself at home, and a lot of towns and villages.
We had a fitness guru in during the week as well, Ray. He was just showing simple things as well. When you wake up in the morning, it was kind of like yoga for your hands, very slowly opening and closing as well, for your hands and for your wrists as well. It's very, very important.
Literally, it's like this, like the throwing, like that kind of feeling.
All those things we say, because use it or lose it. You know, there's...
Donal, as well, I suppose when we think of exercises, it's directly related, or the lack of it related to illnesses. Tell us the type of illnesses that we could improve or maybe prevent.
Yeah, no, look, most people are aware that exercise decreases your chances of getting cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain cancers. But a lot of people don't realise the following, Maura, that exercise can decrease your chance of getting depression by up to 30%.
Wow.
Decrease your chance of getting dementia by up to 30%. Decrease your chance of having an early death by 30%. And if you're an older adult, it can decrease your chance of having a fall by up to 30%.
And these are the things we were talking about now as well, dementia, we're talking about mental health as well. You're talking big figures as well, we're talking 30%.
If I had a medicine in Boots Pharmacist that could make those claims, there would be queues to Balboonia. You know, like exercise is wonderful, Tasha, go home to like.
Yeah, but it's great for the mind though.
It is, of course, but you know, as you get older as well, your bone density decreases.
Yeah.
So I suppose weight bearing and little weights at home.
Yeah, that would be critical. So the recommendations in here would be that you do that at least twice.
Okay,
twice a
is
week.
it?
And like I said before you do any exercise program, consult with your doctor.
Yeah.
Start nice, gradually and slowly.
Yeah.
But for, we'll say, people that are looking for a more vigorous exercise, one that I think is a great exercise is the indoor rowing machine, because you have lower body strength and conditioning, upper body strength and conditioning, you have your cardio, and it's low impact on the joints.
Yeah.
So, you know, there are ways and means, and then a person could consult a physiotherapist to get a personalised exercise
but
plan for
machines
themselves
are great
too.
because you can go from 1 to 8 as well, and you can start off on 1, 2, or 3.
Start off nice and
gradually.
gradually.
And again, it's up to yourself how much time you want to do, and you can take a break as well after 2 minutes.
And you'll be fit for the Dingle Regatta. There we go.
You brought a few gadgets here to help us along our way.
We have a few things here anyhow. So I suppose the activity trackers, they are like motivational tools, in that I suppose they're raising awareness of how much you're moving on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So even a basic one as simple as that new band one there, that'll give you an estimation of maybe how many steps you've taken, distance travelled, calories burned.
Yeah.
So anything, I suppose, that encourages you to exercise more.
I'd imagine lots
is
of people
good.
got these for Christmas, and I'd imagine lots of
Still
them would
in
be
the
still in the
box.
box as well.
No, some of them will say with a more added feature. So, for example, that one now, the Fitbit Versa 2, that is Alexa, it plays music. There's a GPS system in it, so you've got.
So it's like a personal trainer if you utilise it properly.
If you utilise it properly, exactly.
It's shame you're doing it as well.
Just to get you motivated.
And we should say finally, of course,
give up the fags.
Give up the fags in you. There was a statistic I came along. I don't know whether it was on HSE or where, but it said that smoking, you lose between 10 to 15 quality years off your life due to smoking.
Did you know how many cigarettes a day?
You know, it didn't kind of say it, but it was just a general between 10 to 15. I suppose that's where the variation, and we'll say that you're at a lifelong smoking dahi. But no, you have nicotine replacement products like the ones there. Yeah. They can double your chances of giving up.
There's lots of help out there for giving up cigarettes as well, Donal, isn't there?
The HSE have a programme, quit.ie. Even in Boots, we have our own one, Stop for Good, and we like a personalised
consult the pharmacist, of course, like Donal will help
and your
you
doctor,
along.
exactly.
Donal, Gurmila Maat, as always, more information on today's item. Pop onto our Facebook page, of course, RTE Today. Tomorrow, Michael Murphy is with us with his Dream Clinic on the show, so make sure you get your dreams into us today at rte.ie.
Ireland's Health Clinic on Today. Sponsored by Boots. Looking after your health.